I will admit I have been consistently focusing a bit less on YouTube, but if you're on TikTok, I have been posting a little bit more on there. And it didn't really used to be this way. TikTok was something that I just downloaded during COVID, and then I never really touched it until I became addicted to it a year ago. It was really just an account for me to scroll through really funny content. It's the stuff I laugh to. And there was really no correlation with the kind of YouTube videos I would upload and the kind of TikToks that I would post. So like, for example, the older TikTok videos that I made were stuff like this. The internet's forever, guys. I would say one of the bigger differences is that I've done YouTube for much longer at this point. I think I'm reaching about 2 years. It has been historically difficult for me when it comes to exposure. I feel like for a lot of people, you just have to get extremely lucky. You have to have years of dedication on the platform to slowly gain a following and slowly gain popularity. But popularity wasn't always something that I was searching for, but having that little bit of motivation does help at times. However, on TikTok, the community is a little bit more accessible. My videos were getting a lot more exposure, and I think it's just because the way that one goes through TikTok videos allows them to reach your content a lot more easily. So I started taking TikTok pretty seriously when I went down to DC back in October to hang out with a bunch of my rave friends, and I had this idea. It was called Everything I Do When I Am Not Raving. This is everything that I do when I am not raving. Which literally just like contradicts itself, because after that portion it just turns into I'm just kidding, all I do is rave. And I don't really have a camera or anything. I film everything. I still film everything on my phone, so it's actually a lot easier for me to just go on the app, bring in the videos from my gallery and edit, stitch, and then kind of upload it within like an hour. Sometimes it really takes my lunch break to do it, whereas making a YouTube video takes about 7 to 8 hours to do. And everything I do when I am not raving allows me to focus more on capturing the mundane everyday parts of what I do in my life, which does correlate to why I started YouTube in the first place. But it also contradicts a little bit, even though I started YouTube to kind of document my journey. But a lot of the videos that you watch with me when I'm on YouTube, I'm in my room. So adding on to this, or in preparation to this, I put up a Q&A on my Instagram. First one says, do a video about finding a rave bay. No. I have literally no advice to give on how to find a rave bay. If you go to a festival, you can trade candy. Honestly, a rave bay is more of like a right place, right time, hope you're lucky kind of situation, and you're just gonna have to trust your own luck. I know people are gonna ask, how did you find Rachel? Or is Rachel your rave bay? I'm like, yeah, I was at the right place at the right time. And also, I do want to say, if you go to a rave in search of like finding someone, you're most likely going to fail. I would say learn how to have a great time, enjoy your own self, be confident. At the end of the day, you're going to a fucking festival or going to a rave. You're going for the DJ. You're not trying to get cuffed. If you don't worry about those things, and you know that people are going to come and enjoy your energy, and you're going to make some friends. And hopefully one of them someone you're going to fuck. So I would say what makes YouTube a bit difficult to film rave content is that I would say YouTube is very much more of like an informational channel at this point. A lot of YouTube videos that are popular are now reaching like 8 minutes, like 10-minute videos, similar to the kind of videos or the length of the videos that I upload. And I feel like the type of content that fit a lot better with raves are like the TikTok lengths, like 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 90 seconds. There's a lot less work that I feel like I need to put in regards to time for reasonably like solid gain. But I would say the difficulty of keeping up with the rave TikTok account is that it is reliant on me going to raves. I am not making any profit from my social media. I'm spending a lot of money on raves. It's a damn good investment. What have been your favorite stages at a festival? I would say a no-brainer, probably the Ultra main stage. That's probably the largest stage that I have seen up until this point. I'm pretty sure once I see Kinetic Field or Tomorrowland, it's probably going to change my mind. But that stage was actually a lot smaller in person than it was when I look back at the live streams. The weirdest stages that I've seen was probably Lunar Stage at Moonrise and the main stage for Electric Zoo of 2022. During the day it looked really weird, but I think they complemented it really well at night with all the lighting and the laser effects and all the LEDs. So it's been about a month and a half since I got laid off, and work is still non-existent. But yeah, I would say one of the most difficult things of the past month and a half is probably saving money. And it's a little bit tough when the Brooklyn Mirage, they're releasing their summer season, and they're all fucking amazing DJs. I know a lot of people are like, take this time to like go on a vacation or get your headspace clear, but bro, I live in New York City. My rent and utility bills are insane. Anyways, I'm done complaining about my personal life. Something great's gonna happen soon. I can smell it. But I think in the long term, YouTube can be pretty sustainable, because I think as long as I have something to talk about regarding raves or regarding working alone, which I'll probably be doing for the next 30-40 years of my life, I should be in a pretty good spot. But having said that, it is a bit harder coming up with content for YouTube unless I'm going to a festival, which I always do, a mega multi-day video. And I would say for TikToks, I don't really have to try so hard to come up with ideas or come up with content, because it kind of creates itself. And I know in the long term, just going out to clubs and going out to raves, it's not sustainable. I am 24. And in a few years, my body's going to catch up to me, and at some point I am going to have to retire. It's going to be sooner than you think, much sooner than you think, but not now. Alright, the last question I'm going to read off is, are there any upcoming raves or festivals you are excited about? These are a few festival wristbands that I already purchased, and I purchased it before I got laid off. I'm not that bad with my money, don't worry. The closest one it's coming up for me that I loved is Project Glow. It is incredibly cheap. The venue is fucking pathetic, but I had such an amazing time last year. It is in a great part of DC. It's close to so many of the people that I know and I know I can have fun with. I am finally going to EDC Las Vegas. This will be my first one, and maybe my only one. To Rachel, it'll be her last, because she's been to these like 5 times, and right now it's easier for me to say about going once, but you know, maybe it turns into a drug. The last one I booked tickets to, actually the Friday before I got laid off, when I knew I was gonna get laid off, is Lost Lands. I've slowly fallen in love with melodic dubstep and dubstep music. I think a lot of my friends are not as heavy into that music, so I think Lost Lands was something that I just want to experience once in my life. Also the wristband came with dinosaur Legos last year, and I like Legos. So if you guys are going to any of these, let me know. We can meet up. I got a good group. Y'all can meet everyone in my group, and got nothing more else to say than that. If you have trouble finding me, I am Asian, I have black hair, I have an average body. I hope that dwindles down your pool of who you're trying to search for. But I do want to say, if you don't see me on YouTube as much, or if you see that I haven't posted as frequently, I do put a link to my TikTok in the description. Every video that I upload, I could also be doing a lot of content there as well. I'm not gonna disappear out the face of the earth. I will see you guys at Project Glow.